but there is powerful change coming, and that powerful change holds a lot of promise and it holds a lot of fortune. Hi, my name's Dee. Welcome to Sunchild Tarot and welcome to your new moon reading for February 2020. So that's the new moon in Pisces. Now, normally I'd be asking, what would we be beginning with the new moon energies? Listening to the astrologers, this time this new moon, it is incredibly transformative, as all new moons are. We're at the end of the passage for the zodiac. The new moon's going to start passing around the zodiac again next month. Actually in a few days, but you know what I mean. So I want to ask the question, how can we best utilize the new moon energies? Because it is as much about considering and planning beginning things as actually beginning things. And it's also about considering and planning how to end things, which makes sense with all the Capricorn energy we've got going around and will have for the rest of much of this year as well as last year. You can ask a question if you want, but bear in mind I am looking at how we can best utilize these energies. Now, the reading either is for you or it isn't, and the way that you know is if the past and the present don't fit, the future's not going to fit. It's not for you. But I do advise that you watch more than one anyway. You want to have a look at your sun, your moon, your rising, maybe your Venus placement, maybe your north node, whatever takes your fancy. Now, if you don't know what all of those are, your rising sign, your moon sign, etc., there's a link down below so that you can get yourself a free birth chart. And also there is a timestamp to get past all of this waffle because you've only got to listen to it the once. As a general reading rules apply. You know, roles can be reversed. I could be saying you're doing something and it's somebody around you that's doing something, or vice versa. Timing's hardly absolute because with all of these new moons, full moons, astrological aspects, they're like ripples in a pond. And some people will be hit by the ripple before other people are hit by the ripple. Other people don't necessarily get hit by that particular ripple. So it's timing is advisory. Of course, if you led to this reading well out of season, well, that's when it's useful for you. So enough of my waffle. I think I've said everything that I need to. Let's bring up the cards. Okay, Aries, there's a lot of promise in this reading. It has a really good end, but there's some hard work to get to that good end by the looks of it. But you'll be pleased to hear that that storyline that's been going through my recent Aries readings appears to either have come to an end or is coming to an end. But let's just quickly look at the oracle cards. Look at the bigger picture. Expect powerful change. Acceptance. Phanuel, the angel of truth, and Hasmed, the angel of annihilation. The new moon with promise. The thinking woman and the air guardian. Shift your perceptions. There is an element of, however you are looking at the world, with this card, you just need to shift the way that you're looking at it slightly. There's, you can have acceptance of the energies that are coming in, of the changes in your life, of the changes in yourself, by being receptive, but again, thinking about them, considering them, and I want to say feeling them as well. But there is powerful change coming, and that powerful change holds a lot of promise and it holds a lot of fortune. We have as the final outcome card here, the sun, clarified by justice. Only what is right will be coming for you. But you have to remain open to it. And when that occurs, act fast. Because what Spirit is bringing to you at the moment is the chance to end some form of torment, end some form of stress and anxiety, you have an opportunity to be reborn and to be reborn and to be victorious. We have, and these are curious cards for Spirit to be bringing in, but the Ten of Swords clarified by the Nine of Swords. But with this particular Nine of Swords, if I bring that closer to the camera, and hopefully it might start focusing in a moment, then it's almost like that sword is a holy apparition, some form of transformative spiritual entity coming and saying, this is who you can be. Just say the magic word Shazam, or, just hold aloft your mighty sword, or whichever particular transformative. For the geeks amongst you, Kimota. Whatever the magic word is or the transformation is. At the moment, you have a choice in front of you, but you're feeling pretty impoverished. We have the Lovers card, and this may well be a relationship reading. Excuse me. Not a fan of relationship readings, but there's so many ways you can look at this. So if you're looking for the relationship aspect, it's here. If you're looking for the sacred marriage within the self of the masculine and the feminine, that's here as well. Hell, there's even career here if you want to look at it in that way. Because it's your Aries, and a lot of your astrology at the moment is all about your career. But there's a choice that you are facing at the moment that you're feeling more than a little impoverished by. You're feeling like it's a little sort of, yeah, but if I lose if I go that way, and I lose if I go that way. But I want you to realize that not every chance to level up is leveling up. But if you stay stubbornly with what you think should be the way forward, then you may stand a chance of missing out. You may have a chance of not acting quickly enough when opportunities arrive for you, because there was some form of decision that was made in the past, some form of possibly an injustice against you that made you go, right, I'm not being here anymore. I'm not doing that anymore. I'm not feeling that anymore. I'm not being in this environment anymore, this place, whatever. We have justice and we have the Six of Swords. So we have the decision or the event, possibly an injustice, which made you go, right, that's it. I'm out of here. Now, whether here is a way of thinking or a job or a place or a social circle, that's for you to determine. I want to say with a lot of these cards around here, it was of a way of thinking because of something that occurred. You just went, right, no, I'm not thinking like that anymore. No, stuff it, I'm out of here. But quite possibly that same issue with the Justice card in the past and the Justice card clarifying the Sun, and the fact it's Mercury retrograde, and the fact that we've got all the Capricorn energies going on, makes me think that whatever it was in the past you are revisiting for whatever reason, whether it's somebody from that era has popped back up in your life, or similar feelings have occurred that remind you of this time and maybe make you go, oh no, I felt that before and I'm not going there. Or there's some form of news. There's definitely some form of news that has been brought to you that, oh look, I focused. There's definitely some sort of news that has been brought to you that makes you to want to start moving. You moved again last time. Now, you can move in the same direction as what you did last time, or you can be open to the intuition and the guidance that other people are bringing around you, and act fast enough to take this new path, whatever this new path is. Whether it's going, okay, then I will go with those feelings, or with that environment, or with that or this similar feeling, similar environment. I'll give them a go. I ran away last time. I moved out of it because I didn't want to face it. But this time I'll give it a go. Because there are those lessons in life that if we don't learn them the first time, They'll come back. You know, if you don't eat your Brussels sprouts at dinner, you'll get them back for your tea, and they'll remain on your plate until you eat them. And the same is true with spiritual lessons. You know, we will be presented with the same lesson again and again and again until we learn it, you know, or until we stop doing whatever pattern it is that's bringing that lesson into being, which means we've learned the lesson. But what is really nice is the time that you are passing into is the Two of Cups clarified by the Two of Cups. We have that unity, we have that harmony, we also have you seeking after something. This Two of Cups is there's quite a distance between the two characters in this card. One is very much chasing after the other, not as in chasing, that's probably the wrong word to use in relation to the Two of Cups, but trying to keep up, I think, is the better way. One person is, or one aspect of your nature is surging ahead, and the other aspect of your nature is going, I don't really want to go that way. And as I said that, out of this deck, the Three of Swords dropped out. So there's still an element of pain, obviously to do with this Justice card in the past, which made you go, yeah, I'm not going there. But be careful about sticking with those decisions. This reading, on the bottom of the deck, we have Five of Wands, Four of Wands. So there's a mental conflict about a commitment that you have made or that you can make. And with this King of Wands here in the challenging aspect and the chance to put a pay to anxiety, I think I want to look at a commitment that you have made that now is being brought up to question. But whatever the injustice was in the past, whatever the pain or the hurt, it will be overcome, because we have this Justice card here with the Sun card, as you know, the happiest card in the deck, happy, happy, joy, joy. Do you know what I mean? So scales will be balanced from however much pain there was back then to how much joy there can be now. Let's have a clarification. Yes. So if you want clarification card, 10 of Pentacles, the other happy, happy, joy, joy, nice home, enough money, comfortably well off, feeling secure card. So does that answer the question? Don't necessarily stick to the commitment that you made all those years ago. And I do want to say, in the terms of years, have an element of acceptance. Just because your fingers were burnt in the past does not mean your fingers get burnt this time. But you risk missing out on an opportunity if you don't act on it when it turns up. Eight of Wands with the Wheel of Fortune. Again, bringing the chance to bring an end to that inner torment shown by the Five of Wands here, that mental conflict. But you have to accept whatever the truth is, whatever it is. So whatever this injustice was, is there an element of, you felt partially responsible for this? I put myself in that situation. I did this, I did that, and therefore this happened. Get over that, because that was all part of something to learn at the time. It stood you in good stead so far, but now it's time to change things, because you are feeling that absence, you are feeling that loss, you are feeling that the fact that there is something missing that you have the opportunity to claim now. You can, like I say, for your future here, you've got two of Cups, unity, happiness, lovers, sacred partnership, sacred marriage within, the Sun and Justice with the Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, this gives you the opportunity to really put to rest an inner conflict, an inner anxiety, a pain that you have been carrying for a while. It will hurt. If you take this opportunity, sorry, that was a sudden change in tone, wasn't it? But But if you take this opportunity, if you follow this, if you challenge that commitment that you made all the way back, that things will only be this way because I'm not doing that again, and that has all come up again for you to have a look at, it will hurt. Of course it will, because you are challenging a structure that you have built around yourself since whatever this was happened, which is why Hasmed, the angel of annihilation, is here. Because to reveal the truth, to feel the truth, even, not even reveal, feel the truth, to know the truth within the situation, certain things have to be destroyed. You have to have the acceptance of what is and what isn't, but expect powerful change. There you go. I held all the other cards up. Expect powerful change. So with that being also the eclipse card, I'm wondering, is this stuff that does relate all back to what we saw with the new moon eclipse and solar eclipse? But be strong. You've got plenty of options in the meantime. You're going to be lucky. You can put down the wounds. You really can release the wounds, because there's a whole world out there for you to enjoy if you can move past whatever this was, accept it, take this new opportunity that hurts a little to face it, because I didn't want to go there. I don't want to go there again. This Chariot card, yeah, you're wanting to move again, but you can move in the same direction as before, as in away from all of this, or you can jump on board and go, okay, what's the truth of this here? What's the truth of the situation around me? What's the truth of how I am thinking and feeling and how I am affecting the situation around me? What can I receive out of this situation that is actually to my betterment? How can I look at this differently to see the treasure in it? So yeah, I think that's what I'm going to call the reading, Seek the Treasure, or Seek Your Treasure, whatever. So your next reading will be your, hang on a minute, get it right in my head, your waxing moon reading as the moon increases. But also I will be doing at some point, and we've got a 6-week period to look at them, the fact that Mars has entered into Capricorn, so keep an eye open for a Mars ingress Capricorn reading coming out. But in the meantime, take this challenge. It's not going over old ground. Well, it is going over old ground, but there's something new and something special that you missed there last time. So it's time to go ahead and grab it with both hands. Cheers.